I'm Veronica, Imaginovator and host, and welcome to the Shaboo Prince Artist Studio, where we'll play hard and embark on your new odyssey.
It's an inward journey of discovery using your enlivened sense of wonder. Each episode will offer you surprising experiences for deeper imagination and creativity to occur. This is your safe playground where you will discover and liberate your creative originality. Come on in and let's ride.
Hiya! What makes you different? What is that thing about you that your family and friends love that no one else has? You know you're uniquely different. You know there's no one like you. Well, think about that. What is that? What are aspects of that person that is unique and that everyone magnetizes to, that is like no one else? Something to think about. And think about, what if you used that, whatever that is, to live your life more, to make decisions, to go into your workplace and come up with new ideas there. Think about that. Well, we will this week and more. Welcome to the Shaboo Artist Studio. I'm Veronica, Imaginovator and host, and welcome back to your new odyssey.
Hiya, I'm your assistant, Imaginovator Veronica, and I will help you get the most out of your new odyssey, a program unlike anything you've ever seen before. Each episode is a grab bag of various creativity experiences and activities that will get you thinking in new ways and increase your curiosity for your imagination and creative self-expression. All you have to do is sit back, have an open mind, and watch. And I guarantee you will get something good for yourself out of the next half hour.
So, if you remember last week, we talked about those change agents like climate change and outsourcing and technological developments all feeling like they're nipping at your heels. For many adults, they're very stressed about that. Well, there is also the fact that there is no one like you. You can't be duplicated. You can't be redundant. So think about that and why it is strategically a good idea to start returning back to your original creative self. The one that was originally designed to be, with all the skills, thanks to eons of evolution, put into your DNA. That was before the adulting process that was told to fit into boxes, smaller and smaller over the years. And what about that person underneath all those heavy, heavy labels, right? We've talked about labels and how the more labels someone wears, the smaller they become. And that each label has their parameters that you need to stay within, or you might lose that label. Well, imagine freeing yourself of a lot more of those labels and returning back to that original, creative, youthful, joyful person that had ideas just spewing out of them. Well, that's the goal of getting back, that we're doing here in the Odyssey, is getting you back to that. And every week we're going to have these processes and exercises that will help you discover, reconnect with that original creative self, and then also increase your value for your original creative self, because that's a key step. And then sharing your original creative self. So there are steps to getting there. And keep coming back, because with the exercises here and the time that we have with just you and me in the safety of the Shaboo Artist Studio is how we'll do it, is how we'll get there. So the very special thing that you have that no one else can have, I like to call, and many others do too, your secret sauce. And so how can you get back to your secret sauce? Or what things can you do to bring your secret sauce out? Well, there's plenty. And my assistant can also help outline some of those things that can help bring out your secret sauce too. But please start to really feel the need and the benefits of returning back to your original creative self, and the impact your secret sauce, that thing that you have, that special way that you are, that unique you, part of you that no one can duplicate, is not only good for yourself, but for your family, for your workspace, and the world. Your secret sauce is that thing that will stay ahead of AI, ChatGPT. It will never become redundant. It can't be duplicated. So yeah, it's the very thing, that essence that it magnetizes people to you, that makes you distinct and unique and signaturely stand apart from everything else.
Let's now awaken your heart with an introspective question. Notice any resistance you may feel or messages from the mind that may keep you from your deeper knowing. Let your heart respond. Your heart never lies.
Yeah, your secret sauce, that's the key. And how do we get there? Through your creativity, your original creative self. Creativity is freedom. I think you're getting that a little more every week, aren't you? And it's the truth. It's your freedom to be the way you truly are, to let your secret sauce flow. And so here's another opportunity for you to practice just that, and that is in our Kaleidoscope journey. Yeah, so I'm going to put a QR code right about here, and you are invited to scan it with your smartphone and download it. You can color with me, or you can gift it away. You can use it another time. But here is another opportunity for you to commit some time for yourself, to create some sacred space right now, to tell your family and friends to gently give you this moment for just you, you and me, no one else, without judgment. We're going to fly, we're going to explore, we're going to imagine with no boundaries. We're going to experience your secret sauce and your creative freedom. So take advantage of these exercises to do just that, to just feel the boundaries of your self-expression and where maybe those points are that you're rubbing up against, where your mind starts to kick in. Because we want to break through those and get to the other side, because it's on the other side, in your far out plane of imagination, where your creative genius flows and your secret sauce comes out. All right. So let's have a good time. Let's ride.
Kaleidoscope journeys will transport you to an alternate positive state, but only if you let them. This is a powerful pause button for the mind, so that you can use your heart to imagine in new ways. I will do all of the work. Just sit back and relax. Enjoy guided imagery, the power of color, inspirational music, and introspection. On today's journey, we will complete this beautiful balloon, but let's first contemplate this. What our spirit wants is freedom, and courage is the way through which we obtain it. Now let's return here, where we will add depth with shadow to our panels. Start to let go of all the pressures and to-dos of the outside. Here, you can be momentarily free of all that. So take advantage of this time and let go into the bigger space that's here in your imagination. How does it feel to trust that you will always be safe? Is it relieving or challenging? Take notice. Trust in who you really are. Trust in the vastness of your future. And trust that you will be okay. Remember your favorite toy as a youth? Well, bring it with you. Say hello, toy. Good to see you again. And now listen for its response to you. Let your toy remind you that you created this joy. You created this sense of safety with your imagination even then. Commit to bringing back this joy into your adult life. As I continue to color and sculpt our balloon with shadow and light, let us also imaginatively prepare for our launch into the fantastic. We will venture in our balloon in any direction you wish. Where shall we go, Captain? And while there is north, south, east, and west, I dare you to consider other directions we may go in. We can travel into the oceans. We can travel to the center of the earth. And did you know our balloon can take us into different galaxies? And, most mysterious of all, we can travel within. And did you know that traveling within offers the most adventure and the most treasure? Since you are safe here, may I suggest that you choose the direction that makes your mind the most nervous? Ironically, it is here that you can feel more alive. So settle into the basket of this balloon and dare to travel away from the mind, outside of conventionality, and towards the wilderness of the heart. and unfurl our flags. Consider where you want to go. Where would you like to take your balloon to? What are you most curious about? Who or what would you like to see? The best way to answer those questions is to ask yourself, what would make you feel good? Which of these would you like best? You see, this is an odyssey best navigated by the heart. Humanity's greatest achievements were not created with word, rather from passion, from desire, from destiny, all of which do not come from the mind, but from the heart. Because of your courage, and because you are using your heart as your navigation tool, you are now on par with humanity's greatest discoverers. And it is exploring mysterious places using your courage through your heart that you bring hope to others. I admire your courage for joining me on this kaleidoscope journey. Using your courage and your heart to go places very few have gone, you literally carry the torch of humanity into new space, so that others may follow. Being a courageous, heart-led explorer might sound like a lonely path, and sometimes it is. Because the path of discovery is an intimate and individual experience. Discovery is literally a shared secret with something bigger than you. I hope you've discovered something on our Odyssey through imagination and creativity and your courage. Imaginovation, taking the time to color, creativity, self-exploration, are all ventures I wish more would experience. There. And now we've completed another balloon, a very important balloon, symbolizing a very important odyssey on our very important masterpiece. Thank you for joining me. The creativity that sprung from Imaginovator Veronica's right brain is what made me, but it's her secret sauce that makes me uniquely different. I am unlike other hand-drawn animations because I was made by Veronica. There is no one like her, so there is no other animation like me. Your secret sauce is uniquely different too, and that's why doing things and using tools that connect you with your original creative self is worth your time. That reminds me, here is a QR code for a free graphic download of playfully easy tips to connect with your secret sauce. Scan this QR code with your smartphone or go to the Shaboo Prints website. There you'll find other program resources too. Your secret sauce cannot be impersonated or copied, and that's why using it to your advantage will not only set you apart, but help you rise. Yep, it means accepting that you are special and uniquely creative. So let's get back to your new Odyssey, where we help you do just that. Evelyn was the daughter of Mr. Patel, groundskeeper at Champlain Park, a large historical estate. It was a popular attraction for people who appreciated Beaux Arts architecture and manicured botanical gardens. That afternoon, Mr. Patel brought interesting news to his family, who lived in a charming cottage on the grounds. One of the pea-chicks had her pea-chicks today, and one is an albino. An albino peacock? Asked Mrs. Patel as she ladled soup into bowls. Oh, how exciting! I would love to see it, prodded their daughter Evelyn, who was also a very interesting specimen. Her bright, red, wiry hair and pale skin made her a target for ridicule at school. And her flair for yodeling didn't help her blend in either. Mr. Patel smiled at his daughter and said, Evelyn, I think you would be an excellent companion for the albino peachick. Many months passed, during which Evelyn and the albino peachick, now a young male peacock, became friends. They frequently strolled the grounds together, she practicing her yodel, the peacock calling out alongside her. The taunting from her classmates continued, and for the first time, Evelyn started seeing herself through the critical eyes of others. In the privacy of her room, she hoped that a spray tan would cover her paleness and that straightening her hair would stop tormentors from tossing gum into it. Mrs. Patel noticed Evelyn now shied away from wearing bright colors and tied a long red ribbon in her hair before school. It will accentuate your beautiful hair, my love. But Evelyn didn't want to be accentuated. Before leaving the Champlain Park grounds, Evelyn removed the red ribbon from her hair and gently tied it around the neck of her albino peacock. Evelyn noticed that no matter what the peacock looked like or wore, it was strikingly beautiful, and wondered why she couldn't do the same. Ribbonless, she continued her dreaded trek towards school. After a particularly difficult school day, Evelyn searched the grounds for her albino friendship. She yodeled and in the distance heard him respond. She found him at the embankment of a small pond, surrounded by smiling visitors pointing at it with their cameras. Her snowy friend looked outstanding against the dark-watered pond. He strutted proudly, showing off his red ribbon, and Evelyn was taken aback. The very ribbon that made her feel shame for the attention it brought her brought noble respect to the peacock. The peacock did not feel embarrassment for its differences. Rather, it seemed to brandish them with pride, and the people responded with admiration and joy. He nodded towards Evelyn. Then, as if to accentuate this point, he fanned his tail. The crowd gasped at his arresting beauty, and Evelyn learned a great lesson. The peacock comfortably wore his uniqueness without considering any judgments from others. His unassuming comfort with his differences was inspiringly persuasive for others to see him as he saw himself. And that, Evelyn realized, was the key.
Yeah, your secret sauce is really the thing. It's the key. It's the key to greater happiness in your fulfillment and greater professional success. It took me a while to really let my secret sauce flow too. It's a part of getting out of the conditioning that happens as adults. And I noticed that when my secret sauce eked out, because it's in all of us, waiting to be expressed, accidentally at work or in a meeting, it would come out an idea. My secret sauce were those very moments and instances that were recognized, that stood out, that were praised. Isn't that interesting? And so over the years, I started leaning more and more on my secret sauce because I started noticing they were the more successful ideas, the more successful work that I did with my secret sauce. And as you let it flow, the easier it gets to let out and the harder it gets to put it back into the box or tube. So come back again next week when we're going to play hard and have some more fun. But until then, live big and play hard.
Visit our website for more program resources, and we welcome feedback.